The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. You know, 5Ds never ceases to amaze me. After that last episode, oh my god. Well, we're moving on to another side set, ladies and gentlemen, and we know you guys love this one. Gold Series has returned to Sealed Showdown. We have 5 25 card packs to open here, and boy, is this set going to be crazy. There are some extremely powerful cards in here, and Robert and I can't wait to get cracking. So first pack of Gold Series 3 coming right up. Look at the power level of the cards we are dealing with here. So our gold rares are very important. My Body as a Shield is very powerful because I think Icarus Attack and like Black Wings might be the meta, so we'll see. Dimensional Alchemist is a good card because it can actually get quite large and it's a way to get more cards back to our hand. Infernity Archfiend honestly is kind of a whiff because I don't think we can do anything with Infernities, but look at some of the other cards we have access to. Black Whirlwind at common, Colute at common. Goblin Zombie's good, but I'm not sure if there's enough zombies to really support it. We have Aegis of Gaia, which is just very funny. Blizzard is in here at common as well. Some of the Mist Valley stuff is in here. Sirocco at common. Magical Arm Shield, another relevant one. There's Malicious. Amazoness Chainmaster, the Sealed Showdown special. Can't wait to resolve this some more. Also, Freya's Spirit of Victory, I believe can't be killed by battle. So we have a lot of options here just from pack number 1. I also shouldn't discount the Amazoness cards because I think they're actually quite good, but it depends on the rest of our pulls in all honesty. Pack number 2, Exploder Dragon is very strong because this is a piece of removal, so I'm happy to see this. Another Archfiend, that's frustrating, but MST is pretty good as well. Nova Summoner's quite good because that's a way to get another monster on the field. Colute, Freya, those are the cards we're looking for. Another Black Whirlwind, another Chainmaster, D-Draw to go with the Mali, but we still need more copies of those. We have Shure in here finally. I think we missed that in the first pack. Another Magical Arm Shield as well. This is looking pretty good.
Gold Series time is here again, folks, and you know what that means. Some of the most busted cards we could possibly have in Sealed. Gold Series 1 was one of the best episodes we've had in this series. Gold Series 2 was one of the episodes we've had in this series, and Gold Series 3 could promise to be even crazier than those two. Without any further ado, let's crack into our 5 packs and see what absurdity we can pull. Starting off with a Thunder King Ryo, an MST, and a Black-Winged Armed Wing. Not bad to start with, especially because we're starting with Colute and Black Whirlwind. We do want to see 3 of each of these. Goblin Zombie is in this set, as is Plague Spreader. We've got a Shura, a D-Draw, and a Mali. Look at that. And of course, the great return of Amazoness Swordswoman. Nova Summoner is also really interesting. I don't know what we summon off of that, but dang, that card is cool. Oh, Amazoness Chainmaster was the one who's made an appearance before. I'm sure they'll have their place in this episode. All right, pack number 2. Can the ridiculousness continue? Judgment Dragon. RIP. Exploder Dragon, however, is pretty good as just a catch-all removal tool. There's a Blackwing Bora, which is a pretty good card for this set. Another Colute is great. There's my first Shura. There's my first Blizzard, a first Black Whirlwind, and a Sirocco. Once again, we do want to see 3 of all of the Blackwings if possible. Pack number 3, Stardust Dragon. That's a pretty good one alongside Plague Spreader to go with Malicious, which is already in the lineup. We've got another Shura. We've got our Mali. We've got our Blizzy. We've got Sirocco. Again, we want to see 3 of those, so 2 is great. Another Destiny draw. Not sure how many of these is worth running. I'll have to think about that because we only have 1 Destiny hero so far. Another Black Whirlwind and another Colute. Oh, things are lining up nicely.
Pack number 3. I swear to God, if we get another Archfiend, I'm going to be pissed. That's so good. Icarus Attack, Stardust Dragon, Vice Dragon sucks, but these 2 are exactly what we want to see. I was getting nervous because Icarus Attack being gold gold rare is a problem, but if we can pull that, that's fantastic, because now that's going to pair nicely with our Blackwing core. We got another Shure. We have another Nova Summoner, another Black Whirlwind. We have a Magical Arm Shield, a Kalute, a Freya, a Sirocco, another Chainmaster Goblin Zombie. I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, pack number 4. Again, the gold rares can dictate a lot here, and another Stardust Dragon, and we pulled the Armed Wing to pair with our copy of Blizzard as well. Econ is also a fantastic battle trick. Happy to see this. Let's see what else we got. We got plenty of Amazona stuff. I think we have Black Whirlwinds on lock. That's our first Bora, I believe, so that's a bit nerve-wracking. We have another D-Draw, some more Amazona stuff. Shure, Blizzard, happy to see that at the top here. We have 1 pack left, ladies and gentlemen. I should consider the Amazona stuff because most of it is common, and so while the Blackwings do seem to be the move, I think there could be some other strats in here as well.
Pack number 4, Blackwing Armor Master is pretty darn good. Exploder Dragon, also very solid, as is my body as a shield. Not sure how much destruction we're going to get, but if we need it, I'll have it there. Shura is also in this pack. I think that's my second of those. There's another D-Draw. There's my third Black Whirlwind. You'll love to see it. No Siroccos in this pack, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's see what we can get out of our final pack. Still a chance at some absolute bangers here. What will we get? Ooh, okay. Actually, Vice Dragon is a pretty decent card. It does allow us to go with Blizzard the Far North into our Armor Master. We also have another Plague, which is great. Another Mali, which is also pretty darn good. And then Bora is okay. And there's our third Sirocco. Love to see it. Love to see it alongside the third Kalute. We've got the Blackwings. We've got some Synchros. Let's build a deck.
Last pack of Gold Series 3. Show me some godly gold rares, please. Armor Master, Plague Spreader. I can't believe we got 3 fucking Archfiend. That's infuriating. But aside from that, we got Armor Master. That's so strong. And we got Plague Spreader to boot. We have a Kalute. We have a Blizzard, a Nova Summoner, a Chainmaster. That whole row completely sucks, I think. Another Black Whirlwind. I think we have that unlocked. We have Mali. If Mali's even good. I guess Mali potentially we could play for Stardust Dragon because it's a 6 and Plague Spreader's a 2. I think Blizzard's also a 2, and I don't know if it has a restriction on just going into Blackwing specifically. So there's a lot we can do with this, and I'm excited to build a deck. Let's get into it.
Wow, this really is just Blackwings. Honestly, I'm excited. I have never actually played real Blackwings, and this is the closest I've ever gotten. So let's take a look at it. The goal here is for me to play Blackwings and play cards that get me closer to my Blackwings. If you're playing Blackwings and you have the good cards for Blackwings, you're probably winning the game whether or not you had other good cards to work with. So that's the goal. We've got all of the Blackwing monsters we pulled, literally every single one of them. 3 Worm Hope. This card allows you to kind of cycle through your deck a little bit, which is pretty good, especially with 3 Mali in the deck. If I draw into a Mali and discard it, or if I draw into a Blackwing monster I can bring back for Blizzard, this is going to be worth it overall, even though it's kind of a neg 1 because it gets destroyed by battle. Again, if I'm getting to the Blackwings, then I am winning the game. Malicious also has the added benefit of being able to synchro into Stardust. I'm not sure how relevant that's going to be, but the deck thinning should be good enough. Next, we have the cards that are really just there to fill the rest of it. We've got double Amazona's Chainmaster. This is very funny if I can steal a Kalute. Double Amazona's Paladin. She's 18 on her own, which is good enough to get over Bora, to crash with Shura, to do a number of good things. And if I have an Amazona's Chainmaster on the board, she goes up to 19, which makes her very, very good into a lot of this meta. Then we've got 2 Exploder Dragon, because it just destroys stuff for free. 1 Thunder King Ryo, probably the best card that I pulled. And finally, 3 Mist Valley Watcher to round out the monsters. Mist Valley Watcher is just a hard guy to get over. Kalute can't get over it, or not Kalute, Shura can't get over it, Bora can't get over it, most of the normal summonables except Sirocco can't get over it, so it seems worthwhile, even though it doesn't do a lot on its own. Next, we have 3 Black Whirlwind, because Blackwings win you the game. Triple Destiny Draw to get you to Blackwings. 1 MST, because they are good cards to hit with MST. And finally, 3 Magical Arm Shield. This card is really funny, because in order to clear boards, you have to summon multiple monsters, and if you summon multiple monsters and attack into a Magical Arm Shield, you'll lose the game, which is very, very funny. Let's go into the side deck, which is mostly cheese strats. We have double Plague Spreader Zombie to bring in if I think Stardust is going to be more relevant than I expected it to be. Double Reese the Ice Mistress for similar reasons. This card is very, very good in this meta, but doesn't contribute to my strategy the way that I'd like her to. Next, we have double My Body as a Shield. There are a lot of destruction cards. However, they are all gold rares. If I see Alex play them, I will play my body. Next, we have our real cheese strat, triple Amazoness Tiger and triple Amazoness Archers. The normal summonables in this set are like not good into Amazoness Archers plus Amazoness Tiger, especially if Amazoness Tiger gets any other Amazoness monster on the board. So Amazoness Archers could be very, very strong. And finally, the weirdest card I have ever decided was playable, Aegis of Gaia. The cards that remove back row are gold rare. If I do not see them out of Alex in game 1 or game 2, I will probably bring this card in because 3,000 life points probably does matter. This is going to be a wild one. I hope to actually get to summon my Armed Wings and Armor Master because I've always wanted to summon these monsters in a duel. Let's see what Alex cooked up.
All right, so I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is that this looks like one of the most competently competitive decks we've ever played in Sealed Showdown. The bad news is that Robert's deck probably looks like 95% identical to ours. So this is going to be an interesting one, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun at the same time. I think the gold rares are really going to dictate how some of this episode can go, but let's go ahead and do the card by card. So we're primarily playing Blackwing, but we're sort of just playing like synchro good stuff at the same time, just because we have 2 Stardust, we have a Blackwing Armor Master and an Armed Wing, and this is going to be a lot of interesting things to take place this episode. So good old Chain Master has returned to Sealed Showdown once again. I still think this card is fantastic. Ripping the best card out of your opponent's hand for 1,500 life points. The body on this card's pretty good too. 1,500 is nothing to scoff at, so I'm playing it. I think it's good. We have 2 Blizzard just because I don't want to really max out. I only have 1 Armed Wing. If I had 2 Armed Wing, I'd probably go 3 on this, but this is fine. We only pulled 1 Bora, which is annoying because I pulled like 5 of almost every other common, but it is what it is. We're stuck with it. Triple Cloudlifter, thankfully we got that. Triple Shure, only double Sirocco, so I guess I didn't pull, full playsets of every common, but double of this is fine. Then we have 2 Mali and 2 D-Draw. I want to have these because we have Stardust Dragon, and this plus either Blizzard or being able to go into Plague Spreader Zombie immediately gives us access to an 8, and Stardust Dragon is not like the end-all be-all, but it's pretty hard to beat. One-Dimensional Alchemist, this card is like okay. At the very least, it's a card that will cycle for another card potentially, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Exploder Dragon is removal. It's basically like Exiled Force in the battle phase. Goblin Zombie's good because it is not only a floater, but it's also a card that can get us to Plague Spreader Zombie a lot faster if we need access to it. Nova Summoner is kind of bad, but to be fair, it's just a way to keep a monster on the field, so I think it's actually fine. And then we have triple Reese, the Ice Mistress. I actually think this card is very underrated in our set. It reads, this card cannot be destroyed by battle with a level 4 or higher monster. This is kind of a problem because if you look at my deck, and if you already saw Robert's, there are not many monsters we have that can hit over this. Now, to be fair, we're playing Blackwing, so we have access to Blizzard, we have access to Kalut, so we already have some built-in ways to deal with this, but Exploder Dragon's another way we can hit over this as well. But aside from that, there's not many things that can hit over this card, so this could buy us time to be able to take the board back potentially. This may be like the only good Ice Barrier card in existence. It's also a tuner, so if we get Mali, we can go into Stardust with this, but I actually don't think it's fair to call this an Ice Barrier card because it doesn't have Ice Barrier in the name, so the archetype still sucks. Then that's it for the monsters. For the spells, triple Black Whirlwind to get to all of our Blackwings, double D-Draw just to draw more cards and get Mali out of our hand, the Econ, the My Body, and the MST. I think My Body is going to be very important just because removal is limited and we have stuff like Icarus attack to deal with. If you My Body on Icarus, you might just win the game because that is just a blowout. Speaking of which, for the traps, we only pulled 1 Icarus, but that's fine. And triple Magical Arm Shield. This is going to be annoying to have to deal with, but it's basically like the best removal we have that isn't a gold rare, and that does it for the main deck. For the side deck, I have 1 Amazoness Swordswoman. Honestly, I had nothing else to side deck for my 15th slot, so I threw this in just because it's kind of cheeky to be able to get some damage in. The 3rd Blizzard if I feel like it's relevant, but honestly, I don't think it is. Triple Infernity Archfiend. So this card is just an 1800, which is kind of big in this set, so I figure having more bodies is like maybe okay to have in the sideboard. Vice Dragon's in here. I don't know why. There's really like no synergy with it, but I figured I would just throw it in. Triple Worm Hope. I did consider main decking this card because essentially as long as it's killed in battle, it lets you cycle a card in your hand. When it's flipped, you draw a card, and when it's sent from the field to grave, you send a card from your hand to the graveyard. So there is a world where like this is a good card to cycle Mali or Plague out of our hand. So I sort of like this card. I would maybe play this over like Nova Summoner potentially, but this card is also just like not very good, so that's why it's in the sideboard. Mist Valley Watcher is non-ironically in here just because it's 1900 defense, and yes, we are playing Blackwings. This is actually sort of hard to get over. It's like a decent wall, so I actually think it's okay to play. It's also a level 4, which is relevant. moment. And then triple Aegis of Gaia. So this is like the dream, but there's not many ways to deal with spells and traps in this set aside from MST and Icarus attack primarily, and those are gold rares. So there could be a circumstance where you can just triple Aegis of Gaia and just live long enough to like see more outs potentially. Very optimistic, I know, but it's very funny. So I figured, you know, if it comes up, maybe I'll try it. This is going to be a blast. This is going to be a super exciting episode. Very high power level episode as well. Can't wait to see how it plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Robert, I gotta say, if there was a fan service episode for Cimo, this has probably got to be it. Black Wings, Amazon is Chainmaster, the Sealed Showdown special. Like, this set has it all.
This is an all-star set for sure. I'm looking forward to playing it.
It's weird because the gold rares actually have a huge influence how I think this set could play out. And depending on that, it might be a rough one for one of us. But we'll have to see, and we'll talk about it at the end. We'll shout out the patron. It is Eric Pie. Thank you for the support. You won last rock, paper, scissors. Let's see if I can get you this time.
Ooh, we're getting spicy.
Okay.
I like how we're playing rock, paper, scissors with each other via dice. It's like having a proxy battle with AI playing rock, paper, scissors. We have nothing to do with it.
I don't trust myself to pick rock, paper, scissors. It takes all of the psychological warfare out of the game because clearly I'm not skilled enough. But
oh, this is
best of luck, buddy. This is a hand indeed. I don't know how I feel about this. Good luck, sir.
Good luck to you as well.
How do I want to lead this?
I don't like you looking into your extra deck on turn 1.
I had to check something so I can plan out how this is going to go. I think I'm going to set 1, 2, 3 and throw it to you.
Okay, let's draw for turn. It's an interesting one. You set a monster.
There's a few things that could be in this set.
For sure.
What I will say is I love with our side set, like reprint sets, is that it's not like, all right, the default is a 2K defender, right? Like that usually isn't the case in these.
Okay. I am going to also set a monster and set 2 back row, and it's your go.
No one likes a copycat, Robert. I'll draw. Main 1. Now you're putting me in the position to figure out what you have. I mean, it's working so far. I'll just set 1 and pass.
Okay, draw for turn. Oh, that's an okay one. Not going to lie. Gonna do all this thinking to set and pass, aren't I?
That sounds like what you would do.
It's really where I'm feeling like I'm at. There's like a chance that I can go the hell off this turn.
Really? Okay.
But it depends a little bit on luck of the draw. It's like a 1 in 11 chance. So set 1, pass.
Yep, that's what I expected.
After all that work, it just was not worth it for me to try and go for the thing. I gotta see one more card
phase
first.
1. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to just keep building the wall over here. In my mind, I'm trying to formulate, okay, if you and I just keep building up defenses, what's gonna crack this board? Right? That's what has me a bit nervous.
An excellent question.
I'll keep it up, buddy. I'll set another one. Go ahead.
Okay, works for me. Draw for turn. Interesting. Does that get me closer to my plan here? It could. One of us is gonna have to make the first move eventually. Eventually, right?
Who will be the first to falter?
What? You're right. It's a big question of like what actually breaks this board. And I think not a lot does it here. God, I hate to be doing this, but I'm going to set pass.
Okay. Interesting. I'll draw. All right. I'm not going to destroy the dam, but I'm going to start poking holes in the dam. I'm going to flip Bora.
Bora is here. That's okay.
Battle. Let's hit into... fuck it. I'll roll a die.
Okay.
Where are we hitting? We'll hit this one.
Aha, it is Mist Valley Watcher, you fool.
Who looks like the idiot now? I'll take 200. And then second main, the wall shall grow, Robert.
Excellent. Perfect. Let's draw for turn. Oh, that's a pretty good one. That, as top decks go, is not terrible. Just go go for it. What do I lose for going for it? Doesn't feel like a lot. Yeah, why the hell not? I'm going to tribute off Mist Valley Watcher for our Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn.
Makes sense to me.
Let's declare Sirocco.
Not good.
And let's go into battle phase and attack it.
Activate Gold Rare Icarus attack.
Oh, of course you have the ick. Yeah, what are your targets?
It's going to be Sirocco and probably one of your monsters, honestly. Your back row I can probably deal with. Let's go for this one.
It is Worm Hope.
On the Worm Hope. What a Chad.
Your go.
Excuse me, sir. You have to send a card from your hand to the graveyard.
Oh, it's not face up. Oh, I hate this card. Okay, to the graveyard with Destiny draw.
Okay, sure. Icarus is gone as well. All right, that was a productive swing of tempo.
Very productive. Holy shit.
All right, main phase 1. All right, that was good. That was good. Okay, I still have to deal with one more set, though. I just don't think I have the ability to do so. All right, so what else? So you're on Worm Hope of all things, which is a 1500. 1500 is actually kind of big in this format.
It's not bad this format.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, there's also, there's Plague Spreader, there's... What is there? Goblin Zombie for the Plague Spreader. There's a few things, but there's also big things like Mist Valley Watcher, which non-ironically, I think is actually not a terrible card to be playing because it's 1900 defense.
It's pretty big.
It is pretty big. I will run out Nova Summoner.
Interesting. Okay.
We're going to swing.
All right. It's Amazoness Chainmaster. Let's get popping.
We're getting to it.
Show me the hand.
All right. I've got some good ones for you.
Ooh, those are some pretty good ones. Ooh, a Plague Spreader can turn into a Synchro.
That is true.
Reese is tough to kill, though, and can turn into a Synchro.
That is true. I said in my deck profile, Reese is probably the best Ice Barrier card ever printed, but funny enough, it's not an Ice Barrier, so it doesn't count. The archetype still sucks.
Oh, I don't think I did the macro, so I don't think... Oh, no. I have to keep her in play for this to work. Okay. Let me see what I'm going to take. I think I am going to take Reese here.
Have you ever done the macro?
I have never done the macro.
The macro is so great. All right, so go ahead and... I don't think we've ever seen the receiving end of it, so...
All right, so we'll declare, and I think you have to show me your hand and then offer me a card.
No, you just hover over it, and there should be a green macro.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll do can you see the opponent's hand, basically?
Okay. Oh, I don't have the macro yet. I think you have to show me your hand before I can do that.
Okay, let me try this.
Okay. Oh, good. Now that it's in the grave, it's not working. I don't have the macro. I would be taking Reese. I think it's you have the option to give me a card in your hand.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll take the Reese. All right, with all that having been worked out.
I still think Dueling Book is incredible for breaking the fourth wall and figuring out how to do that. Truly a fantastic platform.
True.
Okay, second main, Reese is kind of a problem, I'll be honest. I will set a card that quite literally could be anything. And, I mean, God, I could just go all in and set the Plague Spreader while I'm at it, too. That'd be quite funny. But I don't really think that accomplishes anything, in all honesty, so I guess I'll just pass it back.
Okay, draw for turn. That's hilarious, but doesn't do me a lot of good. I am going to set a monster, and it's your go.
We'll draw. That is sadly not very good right now. Okay, well, as stated earlier, there's like a 99% chance that it's Reese, so I'm just going to hit with Nova Summoner to find out.
It is Reese.
I'm just going to pass.
Okay, draw for turn. That's an okay card, but it's not exactly what I need right now. I am going to pass turn.
Draw. Go ahead.
Draw.
Now I'll switch Nova Summoner to defense, then let you go.
Okay. Let's try something silly. I'm going to normal summon Amazoness Paladin.
Sure.
Let's go into battle phase, and I will attack into this face down.
Behold, Reese!
Another Reese! Fair enough, your go.
This card's crazy! It's so good! Oh my god, this is not going well. I'll set another one. Go ahead.
Okay, draw for turn. That's an okay card. Oh, it's terrible under these circumstances, though. What if I did that? That seems really funny. Yeah, sure, why not? For hilarity's sake, I am going to normal summon Amazoness Chainmaster.
Sure.
Okay, let's go into battle. I'm going to attack into this face down.
Behold, it is my Chainmaster.
Oh, that is a little bit bad for me, not going to lie.
I'm down. Let's see what we got.
Here is my hand.
Okay, that's what we like to see. Colute, Blizzard, Exploder Dragon, Whirlwind.
It occurs to me I had a much better play this turn, but we're just going to ignore that fact.
I think Exploder Dragon's probably the pick here.
That's legit.
Yeah, I'll take Exploder Dragon.
Okay, here you go. And let's keep seeing what happens. I'll attack in.
This one is a Goblin Zombie.
Ooh, getting yourself another Plague Spreader. Interesting.
I will add a Goblin Zombie.
Or another Goblin Zombie. That works too. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay. I'll go ahead and draw. Let's go to main 1 here. Okay. Now we've got a weird set of issues to deal with here. I'm going to run out Shure.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll go to battle.
Okay.
Shure into Paladin.
Interesting. That is probably fine. Let me think about it. You're hella telegraphing Colute here. Yeah, I think that's actually going to be fine.
All right, I'll Colute and damaged up.
Yeah, and I will take, that's 3,200 minus 19 is...
Take 13.
13.
And that will do it for me. Go ahead.
Okay, draw for turn. It's an interesting one. What if I did that? It's like not terrible.
And your hand is Blizzard, Colute, Whirlwind, one card I don't know.
True. Yeah, let's try for it because we do need to get aggressive at some point. I'm gonna normal summon Blizzard. Do you have a response to the normal summon?
I do not.
Okay. What are the chances you got double Colute back there?
I don't know, buddy. You know my skill with this deck.
1 in 12 at this point? Something like that? The chances that you have an ick are like significantly higher. No, that's not true. The chances, they're significantly lower. What deals with this board? Okay, I think here's the play. I am going to synchro for 6 into Armed Wing. And if you have the ick attack, you got me. Let's go into battle. I'll attack into Shure.
I know you have Colute Whirlwind in hand. That's fine. I'll take 5.
Okay. Then it's your go.
I'll draw. Interesting. All right, so now we have a bit of a problem here.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. You want to tell me what your problem is?
So the problem is that Reese can't die, but Armed Wing has piercing.
That is a little bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that puts me on a clock, which is frustrating. So I think I have to act now, because I'm not really going to have a possibility to do this later. I'm going to run out the Exploder Dragon.
Okay.
Battle Exploder into Reese.
Let me think about that. I am actually going to Magical Arm Shield your Reese.
Makes sense. All right, so my Reese dies. Second main. That's going to do it. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's draw for turn. That's very funny, but accomplishes very little. So Exploder Dragon, if it's destroyed by battle, is going to fuck me up pretty hard.
Correct.
If you have Magical Arm Shield, I'm just, like, in trouble. And, like, with 3 back row, the chances you have Magical Arm Shield are disturbingly high. Let's go to battle, and I am going to send good old Armed Wing into Valhalla.
Yeah, this is tough.
For sure.
Clean shot to deal with Armed Wing. Then Reese just still sticks around. You know what? I'm going to Magical Arm Shield.
Okay.
So I'll use your Reese, and I'll take 2,000 from this.
Yep. Main phase 2. I will set a back row and set a monster, and I'll pass.
Draw. That one is interesting. I'll put Nova Summoner to defense. Never mind. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Magical Arm Shield is card. I was like, oh wait, this works.
Is
Never
indeed.
mind. We'll try to clear Reese again.
That is going to be fine.
Okay. Then second main, I will set another one, and I'll chuck it back.
Okay, draw for turn. Main 1. Oh, well, I mean, if you have it, you have it. Let's go to battle phase. I'll attack into Nova Summoner. Do you have a response before damage step?
You just drew the second fucking Caloot.
Yes, I did! Buckaroo, double Caloot for game!
I'm like this, if he has the second Caloot, there's literally nothing I can do, and you fucking drew into it. Unbelievable. I guess it's fitting that I lose the double Caloot of all things. And honestly, like, this is so weird how the set has Black Wings, which are such an aggressive archetype, but then there's so many defensive cards that, like, are just a pain in the ass for actually to deal with. And so, I don't know, like, this is fascinating for sure. I did not expect this game was going to go this way in the slightest.
That's a hand.
That's maybe the best card I could have drawn for turn. We did not get to show this off in game 1. I will activate Destiny Draw, pitch Malicious.
Oh, that's a pretty good draw. Yep.
It's not bad. No time like the present, right? I'm kind of down, actually. What are the ramifications here if I do this? Nah, there's no ramifications ever. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Holy shit.
All in, baby.
How
Heavy
much
Storm doesn't
back row
exist.
did you pull? Okay. All right. That's fine. I have really the only back row that matters in this format. Let's activate Black Whirlwind.
That is, in fact, a card that matters. Yep.
I am going to normal summon Shure. We'll declare Black Whirlwind.
I'll space this. I can't let this get out of hand.
Got the space.
Yeah.
If that's a Chain Master, how boned am I?
What's wrong, Robert? You got
Not
some nice,
that
delectable monsters
Here.
in your hand?
Have some damage. If you want to pay 15, pay 15.
It's Dimensional Alchemist. I was hoping you would take the bait.
Oh, good. All right, let's declare Shure.
Sure.
I get a monster with 1,500 or less attack, do I?
You get Caloot exactly, because you can't summon Blizzard.
Well, I mean, I could get Caloot. Yeah, we're going to go for Caloot. Let's go. Keep
Sure.
going. Attack!
14. Fine.
Nice. You're just going to draw the Shure and absolutely reversal me.
As much as I would like to, unfortunately, I'm just setting and passing.
Excellent. Draw for turn. Main 1. That's also pretty good. Now, you could just have a magical arm shield back there. Seems fairly likely, not outside the realm of possibility. Is there a way that I avert that problem? I think it's just go to battle with Shure and we'll attack in.
It is Reese.
Ah, god damn it. Well, guess we going with Caloot.
Magical arm shield, baby.
Okay, there goes Caloot.
Yep. So
I'll
Caloot will
take
die.
400.
He'll take 4.
Would you like to summon a Caloot of your own?
Oh my god, I can. This is crazy.
I shouldn't have told you this, but it was just too funny to let it go.
I don't even know if it's like worth it for me to.
No, buddy, just just give me the Shure food.
Yeah, I kind of want. Do I want the Kaloots in deck? Nah, fuck it. I'll take one. Sure. I'm not gonna do anything with it most likely, but yeah, I'll take one.
Okay, I will go main phase 2.
Get your Shure back.
I will set a monster pass.
Draw. I'm realizing now that this was bait.
What are you talking about, buddy? You could summon another Caloot and go into Stardust.
Yeah, I could. You know, I'm not going to lie. I was really hoping I was going to draw a 3 and go into Stardust, because that would be incredible if that actually happened that way. You could probably guess by my reaction that did not happen. I'm going to go to battle and hit here.
Yeah, take the 500.
5? Sure. Yeah. Second main. Uh-oh. I'll set one pass.
All right. Let's draw for turn. That's not terrible. Do I just want to do that and okay, that insulates me really nicely in a way I hadn't thought of before. Okay, you're in a little bit of trouble here.
That's an understatement.
I'm going to tribute set a monster.
Fascinating.
And then I'll go into battle and I'll attack.
Play around the arm shield. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Anything in damage step?
Nothing in damage step.
Okay, I'll take 4.
Okay, and I will not activate Shure here. It's your go.
That's not suspicious at all.
I don't know what you're talking
Why
about.
wouldn't you activate Shure there, Robert?
I don't know, buddy. It could be anything. Oh, shit. That's pretty good. Okay, so that just owns me, right? If I do that. Not like a lot, though. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's activate Black Whirlwind.
Sure.
Okay. Normal summon Shura. Declare Black Whirlwind.
Sure.
I will add a Kalute to my hand. And let's go to... there's no reason for me to go to battle here. Your turn.
Fascinating. I'll draw. I'll set. I'll pass.
Okay. Let's draw for turn. That's all right. Reese is one annoying card.
Isn't it?
It's a very annoying card. That would just start burning arm shields, which is not terrible. Yeah, that seems okay. Let's normal summon Blizzy. We'll declare its effect. And we do not have anything to search off of Black Whirlwind.
No, you have nothing for Whirlwind. You're good.
Okay. And then we will synchro into Armed Wing.
Not good, folks.
Let's go to battle. And I will attack into your face down with Armed Wing.
I will arm shield your Kalute.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. 2 grave with the Kalute and you take 18?
Yep.
Okay. And then let's make another attempt on your face down here.
It is Goblin Zombie.
Okay. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good chance. Are you going to activate Goblin Zombie?
I'm mandatory, so I have to be Chain Link 1. So
Okay.
you're Chain Link 2. So you have to go first.
Oh, it is mandatory. Okay. Let's do it. We are going to use Shura here.
It's the 3rd Kalute out of the deck.
It is the 3rd Kalute. And
All right.
I
I'll
will
grab
attack
Plague
into
Splitter.
your magical arm shield. All right. We dealt with it. Your go.
Draw. It's been fun, folks. It's been a lot of fun. This one was never winnable. I will set a pair. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw for turn. Might as well go out in style. I am going to tribute summon Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn. And we will declare Black Whirlwind.
I am so fucking bad. I forgot Maui was in my graveyard this whole game.
Oh no!
Oh my god. I was just
well-
so tilted by all of the other cards that I was drawing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get fucking roasted. Because everyone's just in the comments is going to be like, oh, you could have just summoned Maui and synced with Reese or with the fucking plagues. Oh, I'm so dead. I so deserve to lose this one.
We'll special summon Bora, and
Yep.
we will declare Sirocco targeting Armed Wing.
That's a big fucking armed wing.
It's a big bird. Big bird into your monster. Show me the arm
Just for
shield to
entertainment's
still die.
sake, this is 43, 53, 6,000, 78, 88, 9,200 attack armed wing.
It is.
That's a big fucking chicken.
It's
Holy
a big
crap.
bird.
You know, ironically, I cited Aegis of Gaia for like this exact instance, and I'm still gonna die through Aegis of Gaia because this is way too much fucking damage. You deserve to win because I forgot Maui. I completely forgot Maui.
Oh
my god.
It happens.
No, yeah,
Wow.
like last turn exactly. I could have just like there's an argument maybe to sit on Reese, right? But last turn I could have just literally summoned the fucking Maui, gone like this. You probably could have had something, so like maybe it wouldn't have mattered anyway. But like I at least could have made a Stardust, so I wouldn't have been completely out of it.
I
You
had the
Kalute,
Kalute,
though.
so
Yeah. So in all honesty, even though I forgot, it didn't matter because I had no way to work around that. There's no card that can force Kalute because Magical Arm Shield is on attack deck, not in like damage step or anything.
Yep.
I had double Whirlwind and no Black Wings. Yay!
Ripperino.
And I had
The
my body
Blackwing
in case
life.
you had any sort of like removal like Icarus and just it did not
I
matter.
also sided into my body since I saw your Icarus.
Yeah, this is I can't wait to get roasted for this one, but it's okay because like I said, I think I was dead anyway because I knew you had Kalute like the whole time.
Yeah.
So there's no way I could have changed the outcome of that. I'd have to go back and look, but holy shit. Yeah, this one was
This is
This was not great.
What happened? Yeah.
This one is basically who can get to Armed Wing first. Because as soon as Armed Wing dropped on your field, I felt like the game was lost because there's no real way, unless you draw actual removal, to clear an Armed Wing from the field, right? Like, I have Icarus, so like I had that. But aside from Icarus, I'm scouring my my deck here to find any way to out it. I did get an Econ as one of my gold rares. So technically, I could have shifted it to defense and like hit over it, and that does play around Kalut, which is nice. But that also assumes I can get through Magical Arm Shield as well, which is like the other problem with this format.
Yeah, for sure.
That aside, the only other way that this could have worked was Exploder Dragon or some...
Sirocco probably would have done it for you.
Yeah, if I would have gotten a Sirocco, that also could have gotten us there. Because I could have just used Sirocco to slam into it. But yeah, that's it. So not many ways to deal with an established Armed Wing. And Armed Wing puts on so much pressure because of the piercing. We usually don't have to deal with piercing in this format very often. And so when you get not only a piercer, but a gigantic piercer, because you get an extra 5 when it pierces too.
Yeah.
It puts a clock on you real fast, where like typically you have several turns where the opponent has to actually start building up monsters on the field to actually get in damage. But you could literally just sit on Armed Wing and play around my Magical Arm Shield, never summon another monster, and just hit all my defenses. And I literally need to find an out in like 3 turns or I'm dead.
For sure. Game 1, I probably could have won even quicker if I had chosen to attack into your Nova Summoner rather than attacking into your Exploder Dragon that one time, because it would have guaranteed a 2-turn clock because I had the Blizzard for a second Armed Wing in hand.
It was so awkward in that game too, because even though you were voluntarily sending your Armed Wing to slaughter, I had no out to Reese. So I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, like what fucking good does this do me? Because then we're just back to square one where Reese is just sitting there doing nothing. And there's very few cards that we have access to that can clear Reese. It's like Kalut, Blizzard, Exploder Dragon, and like maybe 1 or 2 other like ones that are probably not very worth playing, in all honesty. So yeah. You got this one cleanly, buddy. The Blackwing Master got fucking smashed. Not much else to say.
Pretty good to have.
Yeah, you probably.
Reversal.
I was about to say you probably thoroughly enjoyed this, especially because it was Blackwing of all things. Holy crap! So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Moto, Tim00x3, Cameron Smith, MBT Play Medolce, Chaotic Meatball Part 2, Pony Starks, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, I Ship MBT and Simo, Draconic Phoenix the Immortal, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, John Two-Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Zerius Business, MBT caught injecting his Fairy Lily, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Valen Jackson, Hornet, aren't you glad I didn't say Alpha Tribute Ben 10, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeve stat, Matthew Brady, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Luabon, Yodabon, Helios 515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, MBT funding the Iris with his Rothschild Wealth, that's his Roth IRA, Simping for Simo, Stolfin Amethyst, Nicholas Carpenter, Simo's Harem of Sexy YugiTubers, LGM, BTQ, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnel, Stella and Zoa Vermilion, Wonder Waffle, James Keen, Skull Servant, and The Wandering Doomed are boyfriends. MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon. Not reading cards makes the game interesting, and you know it. The MBT and MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! Stands for Morbin Time, The Undertaker versus Simo and MBT, Dalton, Hunter Reed, Shrug Zyx, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Corvain, Dark Echo, TG Starman, Seamoose Engage, Viso the V, Wacky Waving, Arm Flailing Inflatable, 2 men selling crudely painted, not so funny plywood cutout folk art, and hatformat.com. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.